Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wizard of Mo Games. My name is Kenny, and today I will be playing the Red Dragon Inn Battle for Greyport. I have the base game, second edition, whatever the new one is, and then I have the Chaos and Copperforge expansion and the Pirates expansion. So today I will be taking Fiona the Volatile and Zot the Wizard and going up against Captain Scourge and the Miasma. So the two heroes are from the base game, and the enemy is from the Pirates expansion. So on the board, I've got my coins up here. These will be used to buy cards from the reinforcements rows. There'll be heroes, there'll be items. I got my enemy damage tokens. I got my location and heroes damage tokens. I got my dice roller. I got my dice tray. The dice in this game from weakest to strongest is black, yellow, white, green. The black die is kind of special. It's primarily used with pirate-related heroes and enemies, and you'll see that in this game. So where to start? So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So we're going to flip cards from the heroes deck. So this is the reinforcements row. At the end of every turn, hero can spend their coin to buy someone from the reinforcements row. We are not allowed to start with heroes that cost gold. One, we won't be able to afford them. Two, maybe they're really powerful. I don't know. It seemed like maybe the devs wanted to make sure you had options, and starting out with like 4 gold coins when you have none would probably be pretty bad. So there's our heroes. We have magical heroes. We have physical heroes. During your turn, you can only play one hero unless an ability says otherwise. Like Captain Whitehawk here says plus hero. So if I play Captain Whitehawk later on in the turn, I can play another hero. And let's go to our items. There's a gold one. Right, not a lot of magical items. So the way items work is physical items have to be paired with physical heroes, and magical items have to be paired with magical heroes. There are a few heroes that break this rule, but that's the general rule. So right now there's a lot of options for my physical hero, but not a lot of options for my magical hero. And so you play a hero down, and then you have the option to put one item on them, unless the item says dual wield, like this dagger. It's got dual wield on there. So I can, after playing this item, I can attach another item. All right, let's stick with the hero side. This is Fiona. She will be our physical damage dealer. She rolls a yellow die and has cleave. So you can choose 2 enemies to target with her attack. Then we have the magical hero, Zot the Wizard, also rolls a yellow die and has splash 2. So anyone who's not a target within that monster group will take 2 damage. All right. Fiona, we didn't decide who's going to have the taunt token, but the way this game works is the turn hero has the taunt token. They are the defending hero. So they can only play a single hero, and Zot can play a single hero to support them. Both heroes can only attack the monsters in front of the defending player. If there are no monsters in front of the defending hero, then both players can attack monsters at the location. The defending player at the end of their turn, monsters in front of them will attack them, and then the defending player will have the option to spend 1 coin to recruit something from the reinforcements row. Then they'll have the option to discard cards and then draw. And that's important because if the defending player uses their main hero, they don't get to recover that hero for their turn. So we're going to try to keep Fiona activated on her turn and Zot activated on his turn for maximum efficiency. So let's see what we're going up against here. We've got Captain Scourge and the Miasma. So Captain Scourge and the Miasma will both roll the black die during their turn. It'll hit the location because that's where they'll likely start. Uh, they both have that purple heart. When we get to the third encounter, it'll tell us how much HP each of those enemy units have. Captain Scourge has 2 armor. Armor is a per damage ability. So if I attack with one hero, it doesn't knock the armor off. It's just the hero's damage is mitigated by the armor, and the next hero's damage is also mitigated by that armor. So let's see what Captain Scourge has. Ferocious, Vengeful, and Cursed. So Ferocious says that if Captain Scourge ever leaves the location and goes to a player hero, then from then on, Captain Scourge will follow the taunt token. So even if, let's say, Fiona has the taunt token and Zot taunts Captain Scourge away, Captain Scourge is going to immediately go in front of Fiona. Vengeful says that if a hero attacks an enemy unit at the location, then Captain Scourge will come down to that hero and start attacking. And then Cursed. If Captain Scourge deals any damage to a hero, successfully deals damage to a hero, that hero will put a curse token in their discard pile. And the curse token is just a dead card. In fact, I got him out here. It doesn't do anything special. It's just you draw it and you feel bad. All right, and Captain Scourge also has a special ability. If a player's hero fights Captain Scourge and deals 8 or more damage to her, that player adds a cultist token to their monster group. These cultist tokens are not cool. Oh, well, the graphic is cool. 2 damage, 10 HP, ranged, and the player this is in front of can't be shielded. So attack sequence goes tank, normal, and then ranged. And by normal, that means non-tank, non-ranged. So if there's a tank monster with tank, you got to attack that monster. For characters like Fiona that attack multiple, you can attack a normal monster or a ranged monster as long as the tank is included in that attack. Same with the ranged. If you have normal monsters or a tank, you cannot target a ranged for fighting. You can do it with other abilities, but not for fighting, unless all those other units are included in the attack. All right. The Miasma has a bunch of abilities. We'll go over those when we get closer. So this is the scenario. The Plague Ship. Sailors have long told stories of a ghostly ship wandering the seas and causing the crew of any ship coming in contact with it to suddenly fall ill. Turns out this ship isn't just a myth, and it's heading toward Greyport. It's up to you to keep Captain Scourge from infecting the entire city. All right, so that's the scenario. Difficulty level is medium. There's 2 difficulty levels. There's the enemy, and then there's like a game difficulty level. We're going to play normal for the game, which means we recover 2 HP between encounters. I believe the ultra hard mode is you recover no HP. We've got pirate monsters, and then we've got aberrations. So we'll start off with the pirate monsters for the first encounter, and then we'll shuffle in the aberrations for the second encounter onward. So the encounters and their locations. What's that stench at the Crimson Drake? Everyone ashore at the docks. Banish that ship, the Great Temple. The way we win is by defeating Captain Scourge and all cultists and destroying the Miasma. And if any of our heroes are reduced to 0 HP or fewer, we lose. So let's take a look at the location. Crimson Drake. All locations have like a special ability, and then they have a reward if you free them, if you save them. So saving a location, you can save a location by defeating all monsters at the location or by taunting the last monster away. The Pirates expansion has a special keyword called Raid. When an enemy with Raid attacks a hero, if that damage goes through, the Raid damage goes to the location. So as long as there's an enemy in play with Raid, we cannot save the location. So the Crimson Drake will let the defending player play one additional hero. And if we can save the location, each player may upgrade a recruitment coin one level. That's huge. So if we start buying things and one of those golds show up, because we're not going to start with any gold, we can increase our silver to a gold and be able to buy it. And that reward happens immediately. So even in the middle of our turn, we can get it. And this is the first encounter. What's that stench? Number of players in the top row, number of heroes 2. The location will have 7 HP. The location will have 2 points worth of monsters. So when you flip over a monster, the bottom left corner, there'll be a number of points there. So minimum of 2. And the players, each hero will have 2 points of monsters in front of them. Like I said before, we have the Crimson Drake. There is Pirates. We'll get 2 copper, 2 silver. And if the location gets destroyed, each player gains a curse. So let's go ahead and set it up. So location gets 7 HP. Two points of monsters. And actually, before I do that, let me take care of the players. So we get 10 HP. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw our cards because some of the monsters will affect our hand. Some of the monsters' abilities. Actually, I'm going to try to do 3 on the bottom, 2 up top. We'll see how long that lasts. All right, that's a pretty good draw because we got heroes and items that match them. All right, so 2 points of monsters at the location. And we got our first one. It's 2 points, so we don't have to draw anymore. It's a Gunner. 2 damage, 7 HP. If a player's hero fights Gunner and deals 6 or more damage to her, that player loses 1 HP, which will trigger the raid. There's that raid keyword. So if raid triggers, it'll deal 1 damage to the location. Let's look at Fiona's enemy. Hired Goon with a rate of 1. And a Dire Parrot. This guy is scary. So he's ranged. So single target, I can't target him until I take care of the Hired Goon. But he rolls a black die. And the black die is valued 1 to 3. So we might take a lot of damage. We might barely take any damage. That's 2 points worth of monsters. And now for Zot. Plunder. Ambush. Each player puts a silver recruitment coin on Plunder. When Plunder is defeated, return those coins to their owners. I'll take that any day over discarding a card. The ambush effects, so if he showed up at the location, it would still work. There are some enemies, their ambush effects say if they're in front of a hero. If they're not in front of a hero when they come out, that ambush effect is null and void. Just because we taunt him later or he comes down later, it doesn't trigger again. So one more card, another Plunderer. So we're basically going to lose both of our silver coins. Let's go ahead and get those. So we start off with 2 copper, 2 silver. And now basically I took both of ours. Fun. I think Fiona will be okay because there is a copper item she's interested in. Kind of worried about Zot. There's projectile Pookie, which is a green die. Green is 4 to 8 on the die faces. Problem is, when you're done using projectile Pookie, you got to spend 1 HP to put it in your discard. Otherwise, it goes away forever. So let's go ahead and have Fiona start. She's got the Hired Goon and the Dire Parrot. I really want to blow up the Hired Goon if I can because Raid 1 He'll deal damage to me raid 1, and then the gunner will deal 2 damage to the location. So my question is, I'm going to save this taunt that she has for supporting Zot the Wizard. So I'm going to play Fiona down, and I'm going to have her attack the Hired Goon and the Dire Parrot. These dice are notorious for rolling ones, so prepare yourself. Oh, there's a 4. Look at that, making me a liar. That's 4 there, that's 4 there. Again, she has cleave, and all the normal monsters are included in the attack with the range, so we can target the ranged. Defending player has plus hero, so we're going to play this Acolyte with the Wand of Magic Missile for 2 more damage. Make it 6. Man, he needs 3 more damage. I could consider using Zot the Wizard, but he's rolling a yellow die, so he may just miss. But at the same time, he'll have the splash 2, which will deal a little bit more damage to the Dire Parrot. Actually, that would kill the Dire Parrot. I won't have him available for his turn, but there aren't a lot of threats on his side. So let's use Zot the Wizard, primary hero, for his support. And we got to target the Hired Goon. So we need 3 or 4 to take out the Hired Goon, and the splash will kill the parrot. There's that 1 I was telling you about. There's 1 there, 7, and then 4 plus 2 from the splash. That'll kill the Dire Parrot, which is great. All right, that is all the cards that we can play. So the Hired Goon will attack, deal 1 damage to Fiona. Because of the raid, it'll deal 1 damage to the location. And then the gunner will deal 2 damage to the location. Not destroyed yet, but it's also not looking good. There's usually a cleanup phase where you discard things. I'm going to discard some things now, just so I don't forget or get confused as I buy things. Because when you buy things from the reinforcement row, they come straight to your hand. So we only got 2 copper. Let's see, I can either get a townsfolk or I can get the broadsword. I can't afford the other items. Townsfolk, draw a card, and then plus hero. So let me go ahead and spend the copper to get the broadsword and make Fiona's next turn even more powerful. When you attach an item to a hero, the item's damage gets added to the hero's damage. So whatever effect the hero has goes with the item. All right, so that's all she can afford. Now we can discard. I pretty much got everything the first time around. As far as weapons and heroes combined together. I'm going to save 1 soldier. I can get rid of both soldiers because I'll have more in the deck. Let's get rid of those. We get Fiona back, and then draw 3. Acolyte, soldier, soldier. All right, and that's a turn. We pass the top token over to the Zot. Zot used his primary hero during Fiona's turn, so he doesn't get recovered. So he's going to play the soldier with the short sword and attack the plunderer for 2 damage. And to assist, we're going to have Fiona. Let's see here, 5, 6, 7. The Hired Goon has 7 on him. I want to use Fiona to taunt the gunner away to prevent it from dealing 2 damage to the location. Or I can just use Fiona now with the broadsword and hit both plunderers really hard. Let's do that. We're going to be off cycle a little bit, but that's all right. I'm going to play Fiona. We're going to give her the broadsword. That's a yellow and a white die with cleave against both plunderers. There's that 1 again. That's 5 damage. not enough to kill either of them. Oh, well. I mean, it still won't be enough, but Zot does get another hero as a defending. Might as well use the soldier and hope we can get a blue item for our acolyte later on. So we'll go ahead and deal 1 damage to this plunderer with the most damage on him. That's just unfortunate. 1 more HP. I can see why they put the 1 on the die face. I think the minimum damage on the die face should have been 2 because I rolled 1 way too much. So this is going to be a little brutal here. So that's all we can play. So the 2 plunderers will deal 2 damage, 1 damage each, but 2 damage to Zot. The gunner will deal 2 damage to the location. So now we have to taunt the gunner. All right, let's discard. Because I got to pull the gunner down on Fiona's turn. Otherwise, it'll destroy the location. Which a curse card isn't terrible, but... All right, so what is Zot the Wizard going to get? Holy Templar. White die. Chronos, a time mage. You may declare... Oh, it's a silver. You don't have a silver. But Chronos says you can declare your target after rolling dice, which is pretty nice. So I know Pookie will roll a green die, but I really don't want that right now. So let's spend a copper to get the Holy Templar. Zot refreshes. Everything else refreshes or redraws. Not to get rid of that soldier. I already used this item. 4 acolytes. Which means that last one is the magic item that I was looking for. Pass this over here. All right, here's what we'll do. So Fiona will use the taunt to bring down the gunner. And then we'll have Zot the Wizard attack the gunner, and then the splash 2 will kill the hired goon. It'd be great if I could use the Holy Templar. I'd have to hope I rolled a 6. So then we can do a soldier plus the sword to deal 2 damage to the hired goon, and then the acolyte or regular soldier to take out the gunner. And they both have raid 1. But I haven't been rolling the best with the dice. So I'm gonna go with Zot the Wizard. I'm gonna target gunner, the yellow die. It's 3 damage. The splash 2 will be enough to kill the hired goon. And then for Fiona, we'll play a soldier with the sword and board. That'll deal 2 additional damage, taking her up to 5. Yeah, I'm just going to be so close. I'm going to discard these guys anyway, so 1 more damage to the gunner to make it 6. I forgot to replace this. And then because I cleared, each player may upgrade their recruitment token, so we're just both going to go up to silvers. I don't have additional silver coins. Actually, can I upgrade those? I think I can. I don't know what the ruling on that is, so I'm just going to leave it and just say these 2 coppers are now silvers. All right, so man, 1 more damage. Just couldn't find it. So Fiona's going to take 2 damage, and the location is going to take 1. And then we're going to discard. And with our 1 silver, I'm going to get the hook shot. This is a pretty cool item. 3 damage, added 3 damage to whoever it's attached to. Snipe 2, then taunt the snipe monster. So snipe 2 means you can hit them anywhere on the board. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this soldier and then just draw the remaining cards and shuffle. All right, soldier, Sword and board. Wand of magic missile. Very nice. All right, top token goes over here. Let's refill this. Oh, claymore. That'll be nice for a gold coin. Green die. So 4 to 8 damage on the green die and splash 2. I'm gonna get that for Fiona. All right, Zot the Wizard is exhausted. Let's see what he's got. He's got 8 on that guy. We can play 2 heroes. So let's use the Holy Templar. To attack the Plunderer, or do I want to save him? Let's save the Holy Templar. Let's try Fiona. At the end of the encounter, both players will get to spend their remaining coin and refresh. So I'm not worried about using Fiona here, considering I only need 1 damage for the gunner. So I'm going to use Fiona. I'm not going to put any items on her. And I'm going to target both the plunderers. 4 damage each. And that will kill both of them. And we both get our coins back. So we still have the gunner left, but because it's in my active monster group, we can't attack it. So Zot the Wizard is going to use this taunt token to taunt the gunner over. And then an acolyte will defeat it. All right, so that's the end of the encounter. Let's discard the cards we used, the acolyte in this case. And now we get to go by. Fiona has 2 silver. Zot has 2 silver and a copper. We can kind of just go back and forth, or however we want to do it, to maximize the cards we receive. So I do like Sarah the Fleet-Footed. Play another hero and has cleave. Captain Whitehawk, play another hero and then +1 damage per hero you have played. And then a dual wield sword. But Fiona only has 2. I'm gonna play a silver to get this dagger. There's 2 daggers out there. See if anything good comes up. Nope, nothing for the mage. Oh boy. I think she's gonna go ahead and spend that copper to get Pookie. Projectile Pookie. There's the mace. All right. I guess that's a good thing we waited. I do need another hero, though, to use it with. Actually, I can dual wield Fiona, the dagger, and the mace. Let's do that. We can do a lot of damage to the first enemy that comes out. There's a magic item. Not a great one. After the fight, you may retire a card from your hand or discard pile. We're going to get it anyways. That's going to help us thin down the deck and help us get rid of any curses we pick up. And then a tainted blade. After the fight, retire this hero. So we're going to spend a silver to pick that up. And we're going to give it to Zot the Wizard so we can start. Do we want to? I don't know that we want to pull out that many cards. Let's get the Time Mage. It's unfortunate everything out there is red. And there's the Fire Mage. So now we got a discard down to 5. So let's see. I'm going to get rid of the sword and board. It's going to be Fiona's turn first. So I feel like we can get rid of the soldier. That'll give us 5. For Zot the Wizard, we can get rid of all the acolytes. Oh, this is going to be another item. It's not going to let me dual wield though. Oh, that's fine. We can use it with the Holy Templar. Draw a card and then play a hero. Oh, we got Cronus the Time Mage too. They're pretty much the same, except Cronus gets to decide who he attacks. So we'll get rid of the Templar for Cronus. They both roll a white die, but Cronus can say, hey, this looks like good damage. I'm going to attack this person. And we get a soldier. All right, so We each recover 2 HP. Still looking pretty healthy. And then let's go to the next encounter. On the way to the next encounter, our heroes are going to level up. The wizard told me to put these cards under each encounter because I played one entire game. My heroes were still on level 1. And I just keep forgetting. So let's show you Fiona. She starts with the yellow die and cleave, goes to a white die and taunt and cleave. Very nice. And Zot the wizard will go with from a yellow die to a yellow die, splash 2 to pierce 1 and splash 3. So the pierce 1 means he'll ignore 1 armor when attacking. All right, the Crimson Drake goes away, and now we are at the docks. The defending player's heroes have cleave. Very nice. So everybody's got cleave now when they're defending side. If we save the docks, each player may immediately recruit a card from the reinforcements. They must spend a recruitment coin as normal. So that's where we can get a powerful card from the reinforcement row and use it right away. Next encounter, everyone ashore. So the location is going to have 10 HP. It's going to have 5 points worth of monsters. And each hero is going to have 3 points worth of monsters. The heroes will get a copper, 2 silver, and a gold. And during the setup, we'll add a cultist token to the location. The location gets destroyed. Each player gets a curse for each hero. All right. Let's go ahead and pass out that coin in case anything messes with it. It's 2 silver and a copper. And then gold. All right. The docks will have 10 HP. And then 5 points worth of monsters. And so we're going to shuffle because the docks has the aberrations now. We're going to shuffle these 2 decks together, not including the discard. All right, 5 points. Here we go. Cult Informant. 2 points, 2 damage, immune to splash, and immune to snipe. He's going to be a tough one. Corsair, raid 2. I'm going to leave him up there because he only deals 1 damage. If he starts attacking us, he'll deal more. 1 more card. Murderous Maniac. Overall, not that bad. The Cult Informant is probably the worst up there. All right, it's 3 points. Oh, wait, don't forget a cultist. Okay, so now it is looking kind of bad up there. 3 points. 2, Mercenary Mage. Hand size of this player is reduced by 1. So that'll happen during the refill step. We'll only be able to draw or have 4 cards. So that's 2 points, so 1 more card. Dastardly Duelist. Damage from Dastardly Duelist can't be shielded. Okay. We weren't carrying shield anyways. Zot the Wizard. Crow's Nest. Ranged, immune to splash. And the Brawler, /1. So /1, if he deals damage to a hero, the other hero takes the damage as well. Or takes the slash damage. All right. And we know we're starting off with Fiona. Look around, make sure everything looks good, and it does. All right, so let's put Fiona down as taunt and cleave. So I'm wondering, so it doesn't help me to bring the cultists down because they're ranged and I won't be able to include them in the group. I probably want to bring down the cult informant, immune to splash, immune to snipe, and just take advantage of Fiona's high damage this round with the cleave. So we'll use Fiona's taunt to bring down the cult informant. We'll give Fiona the dagger, dual wield and cleave, but she already has cleave, and all heroes have cleave. And then we'll attach the mace. So she is a yellow die plus a white die plus 5 damage. And we're going to target the mercenary mage and the cult informant. Come on, dice, be good to me. 1 again. That's 4 plus 5, that's 9 damage. That's enough to kill the cult informant. And it'll deal 9 to the mercenary mage. So he just needs 1 more damage. I can't play another hero. So Zot, can you help me out? Let's see. So the only one I can play is Kronos. I mean, I can play the soldier. He's only 1 damage though. Mercenary mage needs 2. So let's put down Kronos the time mage and give him the circlet of focus plus 1 damage. After the fight, you may retire a card from your hand or discard. So we may just retire that soldier. And with Kronos, we get the roll first. Because if there's a chance we can one-shot the duelist, I'd rather put the damage there than elsewhere. 4 plus 1, that's 5. So yeah, we'll kill the mercenary mage. And then we'll retire this soldier. All right. And only the defending player's heroes have cleave, so it's not like he can apply both instances of damage there. All right, so that's all we can do. Dastardly Duelist will deal 1 damage to us. The location will take 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we get the shop. Let me go ahead and discard. Discard. Oh yeah, we're going to spend that gold to pick up the claymore. And another mace. No items for the mage. All right, we'll get Fiona back. I think we're going to keep everything we have because we can use the Acolyte and the Wand of Magic Missile to deal 2 damage. Or the location can't take that much more damage, so I should try to get a soldier so I can use the hook shot. So let's get rid of those 2 and draw 3. I think we got rid of that guy that reduces our hand size. All right, we got our soldier, the 2 acolytes, okay. So taunt token goes over to Zot the wizard. So what does Zot want to do? He's got 2 to take care of in front of him. He's got to attack the brawler first, and the crow's nest is immune to splash. We can try to put the amulet on him and hope to get a hero that we can also play afterwards. So let's put Zot down. Let's give him the amulet of inspiration. Let's me draw a card. Oh, it's a sword. See, we can play another hero, but we don't have a hero to play. So let's go with the yellow die attack at the brawler. 2 damage. And that's all we can do on that guy. The splash 2 doesn't even hit the crow's nest. So let's take our soldier here. Wondering, should I just use Fiona? Oh, if I play Fiona, I can taunt. So I can pull the cultist away from the location in front of Fiona. Let's play Fiona, pull the cultist down. Let's give Fiona the broadsword. Splash 2 on it will kind of be wasted. We'll use our taunt to bring the murderous maniac down. So then we can at least drop 2 more damage on him. All right, so we'll roll a white and a green die against the brawler. Oh, you know what? We're not going to taunt Murderous Maniac because then we can't attack the crow's nest. So we're going to target the crow's nest and the brawler. That's 8 damage. That will destroy the crow's nest, even with the armor. And that will destroy the brawler. Very nice. Splash 2 has no effect. We've done all we can this turn. So that means Zot takes no damage, the location will take 2 damage. Alright, it's got 4 left. And now Zot gets to buy. I'm almost thinking about the cannon. Actually, let's get the fire mage. We got Pookie. If anything, you can attach it. The amulet. Another red card. Man. We don't have any soldiers in the discard, so we're going to go ahead and just keep this short sword and hope we draw a soldier. Nope, acolyte. There's a soldier. And then Zot comes back. Alright, pass the coin over. Fiona is done. She did not recover. I think we're going to use the fire mage plus projectile. Pookie there. Or we just use Zot. So we'll save Zot. We use the fire mage with projectile Pookie. So he's rolling a yellow die with the green. And we have to target the duelist. And the splash 3 will hit the cultist. That is 9 damage. Five, 8, 9, and then splash 3 on the cultist. Very nice. Oh, defending players' heroes have cleave. So here's what I'm actually going to do. I can do 4 damage. Dang, that would take 3 damage, but I think that's okay. So let's put the soldier down. Give him the hook shot. Snipe 2, then taunt the snipe monster. See if I was thinking I could snipe the cultists and then just not taunt anybody. Because the snipe 2, then taunt. If I snipe the cultist, that would take her to 5. But I'd still only be doing 4 damage. Make sure I'm not missing damage somewhere, as I often am. And that would kill the dastardly duelist and the cultist. Alright, we're going to drop this snipe 2 on the cultist. And then we're going to do 4 damage to both of them. So that'll kill the duelist. And unfortunately, the cultist survives, but we'll recover that 2 HP. Alright, so the cultist will hit us for 2. These guys will hit the location for 2. And then we go shopping. I really want an item here because I need to clear the way for the mage. Let's get this mace. Hope we draw a blue card. Tainted wand. After the fight, retire this hero. Man, it's an item, but it's not one that I would want to use with Zot the Wizard. If you ever have to retire your primary hero, they go down a level. So let's recover. I think I used my wand already. Yep, the magic missile. So let's get rid of both acolytes. Just draw back up to 5. All right, top token goes over here. Fire mage and projectile Pookie. I'll lose the HP to keep projectile Pookie. Now, since Zot has no enemies in front of him, they have to taunt somebody. So let's just go ahead and use the taunt. Bring down the murderous maniac. Because the other guy's got raid 2. And I don't think we'll be able to kill this turn. I've got Zot the Wizard. He can either do 1, 2, 3, or 4 damage. I can guarantee it with the soldier. Let's just go ahead and use Zot. There's 3. That made it worth it a little bit. And then we'll have the acolyte add 1 more damage. Not going to waste an item. Even if I had the 1 + 5 is 6, that would have been enough to kill him. All right. So at the end of the round, the Maniac will deal 1 damage to Zot. Corsair will do 1 damage to the location. All right, let's discard the Acolyte we used. Spend the copper to pick up the Tainted Wand. Please, powerful magic item. Not a gold, but it's still pretty good. 2 damage, Vision 2. Draw the top 2 cards of your, or look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put them back in any order on top or bottom, then draw a card unless you play another hero. Let's save everything and just draw 1 card. We're slow playing a little bit. All right, push this over here. Let's put Fiona down. Let's taunt the Corsair. Let's give Fiona the mace. White die +5 against both of them. It's 8 damage to both, so that kill this cultist. And Corsair has 8 on him. And then we'll just have this Acolyte deal the last damage to Corsair, take him out. So now the location's been saved. Each player may immediately recruit a card from the reinforcements row. I'm looking at Captain Whitehawk. I'm gonna let Zot go first. Spend a silver to pick up the spyglass. And I'm gonna discard Acolyte. Okay. And then we'll spend a silver to get the bow. There's another bow. And then we're gonna take our normal buy phase for Fiona. She's got a copper. Let's go with Sarah the Fleet-Footed, because we need more heroes to use these items. Now let's get rid of the mace, or discard the mace. Fiona readies. We got soldiers. Fire mage. I'm thinking I can get rid of 1 soldier, but I'm not going to get anything better, really. So let's not even worry about it. Let's pass the taunt token. So we will take this Acolyte or the Tainted Wand. White die. Target the Murderous Maniac. That's 6 plus 4. That's 10. And then we'll just have this soldier deal the last damage and kill him. After the fight, retire this hero. The Acolyte is gone. And that is the end of that encounter. Discard the cards. Let's do our shopping. It's got a gold. I've got a soldier. I'm going to go ahead and spend this gold wisely and buy the cannon. It'll snipe with the green die and then splash black. The black die. So that'll be a lot of damage, hopefully. So looking at Zot, how many soldiers do I have in the discard? None. I'm going to get rid of the short sword. Just hope I don't draw a soldier. Acolyte, good. Templar, good. I already got a soldier for the cannon. I kind of hope somebody doesn't pop up and make me discard an item or a unit. Fiona, I like the units she has in the item, so let's just draw 1 card. And it was a waste. All right. Recover 2 HP. 2. Recover 2 HP. 2. Let's go to the next location. We are going to the Great Temple. Magical heroes have Pierce 1. And if the location is saved, each player may gain 1 HP or retire a card from their hand or discard file. All right. Let's go ahead and level up our characters. So Fiona now will have +2 damage if she has an item. Very nice. I do like the hero progression in this game. Not a big fan of the starting Acolyte soldiers. They seem really, really weak to start with. Maybe if you took out one soldier or one acolyte and gave one additional item, that'd be cool. And so Zot only gains after the fight. Each player may retire a card from their hand. That's his new ability there, which is okay in this scenario. Not great, but okay. All right. Banish that ship. For 2 players, the location is going to have 15 hit points, which is always scary when the location has that many hit points. No points of monsters at the location. 4 points of monsters in front of each hero. Captain Scourge will get 30 HP. The Miasma will get 15 HP. Each hero will get 2 silvers and 2 gold recruitment coins. During the setup, we're going to add Captain Scourge and the cultist token to the location, and we'll add the Miasma next to the location. The location gets destroyed, each player gains a curse. So let's start setting that up, and then I'll tell you all about the Miasma. So 15 points for the location. All right, 0 points there. 4 points for each hero. Death Shaman, ranged, immune to splash, 2 damage. Another Death Shaman. I swear I shuffled. That's 4 points there. Black Knight, 2 points, 2 damage, 8, and a shield. Hired Goon. Oh, we ruined it. I was hoping it was just going to be 2 monsters per location, but now that's only 3 points of the 4. And a Gunner, 2 damage in that special raid. You do 6 or more damage, he deals damage to you, which triggers raid. Let's see here. Captain Scourge will come out up here. So will the Miasma. Captain Scourge gains 30 HP. Miasma will have 15. I believe a cultist token. Yeah. So let's take a look at the Miasma real quick. So it's got a couple of effects here. So it'll deal damage to the location or to the defending player if the location has been destroyed. I'm just going to roll that black die. If the Miasma rolls a 1 on the black die, each player adds a curse to the top of their deck and still deals damage. And another special ability is before the monster damage step, players may discard shield tokens or retire heroes played this round to help with the banishing ritual. For each shield token discarded or hero retired in this way, deal black die damage to the Miasma. So we can retire our heroes that we played in order to roll that black die and deal damage to the Miasma. All right, let's get our recruitment coins. 2 silver, 2 gold. I want to say, man, we're going to need them. I don't see anything out there. Or a gold. So I hope we draw into something. You can always spend down, so I can use a gold to buy a copper. Obviously, it's not what I want. I believe Zot actioned last time, so Fiona will be first. And I think that's everything. We need to ensure we wipe out the guys in front of us. So Captain Scourge does have Vengeful. So I guess my question is, do I want to pull down the cultist? Let's do it. So we're going to play Fiona, is going to taunt the cultist. We're not. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to use Fiona's taunt. I was going to play Sarah the Fleet-Footed because it let me play another hero and it has Cleave. But I think we can use her and the Elven Bow to help out Zot the Wizard. Let's give Fiona the Broadsword. And we're going to target the 2 Death Shamans. So that'll be 2 white die plus 2 damage against the 2 Death Shamans. 7 damage. Yeah, I tell you about that one. It rolls that one way too much. I have to question the balance of these dice. All right. Over here, Zot's going to support with the soldier and the cannon. The cannon will snipe green. So we'll use that green die to snipe the cultist. Oh, I messed up. Because the cannon will do splash damage, but the death shamans are immune to splash. So here's what we'll do instead. We'll play the Holy Templar. We'll give him the spyglass. Spyglass says vision 2, then draw a card. Let's look at what these two are. They are nothing to write home about. And the order in which I have them. Well, I get the draw card. It really doesn't matter. We'll keep them like that. We'll be able to play another hero. So let's use the white die +2 to target a death shaman, which will insta-kill it. Man, I wish I could target 2 others. Let me use the spyglass with the acolyte. So it's just 3 damage and kill a death shaman. So we messed up there. Oh, we're not out of the wood. We're not done yet because we can play another hero. So now let's use the Holy Templar to roll a white die for the other death shaman. There we go. It's 2 damage needed to kill it. We almost rolled that 1. But at least now I'm not taking 4 damage this turn. Although I didn't have to take any damage, but I was really hoping to deal some damage to the cultist. So cultist is going to deal 2 damage to Fiona. Now Captain Scourge is going to roll the black die against the location. That's a 1. I'm okay with that. I need a 2 for the miasma. There's the 2. Because 3 would be the max damage, and 1 would do damage to the location and give both of us curses. All right, so we can retire heroes played this turn. So we're going to retire this Acolyte and the Holy Templar. And we get to roll the black die twice against the miasma. There's 2 plus 2. That's 4 damage. Miasma needs to go down. Broadsword gets discarded. Spyglass gets discarded. Fiona gets to go shopping. I think that elven bow is going to be amazing. Oh, there's also Captain Whitehawk. We're going with Captain Whitehawk. Captain Whitehawk is pretty cool. White die, play another hero, and +1 damage per hero you have in play. Serena. Serena may use magical items. This is insane. Probably the most powerful character I've seen. A green die +2, and then she can use magical items. Man. All right, do I want to get rid of anything? Yep. Get rid of the wand, even though there's a good chance an acolyte will show up. I think I can get rid of the soldier. Actually, Sarah will let me play another hero, so I'll use a soldier as fodder for the miasma. There's an acolyte. All right, top token moves over, so I can either use Zot, Pierce 1 against the Black Knight, which would be nice, and then Splash 3 against the other 2. Let's do that. Let's use Zot the Wizard, put him down, roll a yellow die. We got to target the Black Knight. Let's do that. That's 3 damage. He has Pierce 1, so it goes through. The armor. That's 3 damage there. Splash 3 damage. After the fight, each player may retire a card from their hand. There's nothing. I think I'm going to retire this Acolyte. I don't plan to use her this turn. So how can Fiona help? We're going to try to put a lot of damage on without using Fiona. So we're going to put Sarah down, who has cleave, and will let us play another hero. I'm going to give her the Elven Bow, snipe 6. So that'll kill the hired goon right away. We don't want to do 6 to the gunner because of the raid and the damage, the return damage. So let's just kill the hired goon with the snipe 6. And then let's have Sarah with cleave attack both the Black Knight and the gunner with the yellow die. There's 3. So that'll be 3 to the gunner, 2 to the Black Knight because of the shield. All right. We're not finished yet. Kind of feels bad to use Captain Whitehawk, but we gotta do it. So let's use Captain Whitehawk, which will allow us to play another hero. So we're gonna go ahead and play that hero down, which will be the soldier. And then that means she gets +3 damage and a white die against the Black Knight. Now she rolls max. 6 + 3, 9. That'll obliterate the Black Knight. And then we'll have this lowly soldier deal 1 more damage to the gunner and kill it. Wow, we took care of everything. There's still a cultist out, and there's still Captain Scourge. And remember, Captain Scourge, if you do 8 or more damage in one shot, it's going to put out more cultist tokens. Is there anything else we can do? There is not. So before the monster damage step, I'm going to sacrifice this soldier. I don't want to get rid of Sarah, but I got to. Roll 2 black dice against the Miasma. There's 2. Oops. Plus 1. 3 total damage added. All right. So now my Captain Scourge will attack the location for 1. And now we need the Miasma to attack for 2. 3. Guess we can't call it all the time. All right, let's get rid of everything we used. That's it. Now Zot gets to purchase Talisman of Lightning plus Hero Splash 2. We really just need to go all out on Captain Scourge. So actually I see a bow, Elven Bow, so let's spend the silver. Serena can use magical items. Yeah, so instead of using the silver, let me just use the gold to pick up Serena. Wow. Yeah, because Fiona's going to end up taunting Captain Scourge down because we want to try to use her cleave. So then hopefully Serena will be able to attack. She can also use the cannon. All right, so how many soldiers are in my discard? 0. Many of them are retired. I'm trying to see if I should ditch this soldier. 1 is retired. So yeah, let's get rid of this soldier to kind of go through our deck a little bit. Then draw. There's a soldier. Acolyte. There weren't too many magic items, so I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get one. Yeah, broadsword. All right. Taunt token moves over here. We're going to play Fiona and pull down Captain Scourge. Does Fiona have nothing? She played everything. Wow. Okay. She played everything last turn. Oh, yeah. She retired the Acolyte, played Captain Whitehawk in the Elven Bow. and then retired fleet-footed. Yeah. So we'll have her attack the one white die. No +2 damage against the 2. 4. Very nice. I say that, but it only deals 2 damage to Captain Scourge because of the armor. So now we're going to play Serena with the cannon. So let's see, the cultists only took 4, 6 left. So that means the green die will auto kill Serena. Because the minimum it rolls is 4, then the +2 is 6. So that'll kill. Oh, I can't target the cultist. Why do I keep forgetting that? There's nothing that allows me to play additional heroes. Alright, let's just go for it. So sniping cultists, 7. +4, 11, that kills this cultist. And then a black splash damage will hit Captain Scourge for 1. It just gets blocked by the armor. And then Serena will attack Captain Scourge, green die +2. That's 8 damage plus the 2. Nope. 6 plus 2, so it's 8 total. So the armor. And so it's if it deals 8 damage, so I didn't deal 8 damage. So I don't get the cultist token. All right. So that's all I can do. There's a possibility that I die this turn, because Captain Scourge could roll 3 and the Miasma could roll 3. But before we get there, we're going to sacrifice Serena. I hate to do that, but I got to get rid of that Miasma. Roll a black die. Do I want to do Fiona too? The only thing she has is +2 damage if she has an item. The Miasma has 6, 7 on it. It's not gonna, I'm not going to destroy it regardless. So let's not sacrifice Fiona's +2 damage. So for the one character, 2 more damage. So that's 9 damage from the Miasma. So Captain Scourge is going to attack Fiona for 2. And then the Miasma is going to attack Fiona for 2. Because Captain Scourge got an attack off, that'll be a curse. Fiona's discard. All right. Now we got to destroy Captain Scourge and all cultists. I'm thinking I want to do big damage, but I got to be careful with that. So I'm going to spend a silver to pick up the Elven Bow. That is guaranteed damage. Ooh, Amulet of Protection. That'll be nice. Wish I had that a minute ago. So Fiona comes back up. Got my Elven Bow. Let's draw Mace, Acolyte, Hookshot, Soldier. Okay, very nice. Cannon was used and it's gone. Taunt token goes over to Zot the Wizard. See, I guess I don't have a problem with using Zot the Wizard or sacrificing Zot the Wizard, because his only bonus is each player may retire a card from their hand. So Captain Scourge goes over here. But I need to keep dealing damage to the Miasma. I have no way to play multiple heroes. Or let me just use the soldier with the short sword. It's a guaranteed 2 damage. The yellow die may just end up not doing anything. Oh, but he would at least pierce through all the armor. So let's use that. Alright, got it is. Pierce 2. 4 damage. That's 12 total. On the captain. Splash 3 doesn't do anything. After the fight, each player may retire a card from their hand. We're just going to keep them, actually. Let me see here. I've already gotten rid of 2 acolytes. I'm pretty sure I need him for the soldier and the sword. All right. Can we assist over here? I can use the soldier with the snipe 6. It'll end up doing 4 damage only. Or I can use Fiona with the elven bow. But then I can't use Fiona on my turn. Will it matter? Yeah, because... No, because Fiona's not going to roll. If she rolls a 6, that'll be 8 damage, but it'll get mitigated by the armor. We'll just have to rely on Zot to help us take care of. If we got to kill him in 2 turns, Fiona only has 2 HP left. So let's use Fiona with the elven bow. So elven bow will snipe 6, which will do 4. Dang, that's only like a little over halfway there. And then let's use a white die with her. 1. Plus 2 is 3, so I do end up doing 1 damage. Telling you, man, this die, they roll 1 so much. Yeah, that's all I can do. All right, so we're gonna sacrifice Zot, which takes him down a level. Again, the only thing we really lose is retiring a card. Roll a black die at the Miasma, hopefully a 3. 2. I guess I'll take it. So that's 11 on the Miasma. All right, now he gets the buy. We just need a lot of damage. I guess we're just going to get the Amulet of Protection, because it'll give the dual wield and a yellow die. Actually, let's use the Talisman of Lightning. That'll let us play another hero. Silver, Talisman of Lightning. Attenuating Ring. Let's get rid of the Acolyte. And then draw 2. Fire Mage. Chronos Time. All right, Elven Bow is gone. This is it. This is it, because I only got 2 HP. I've either got to destroy the Miasma and hope Captain Scourge rolls a 1, or we just got to defeat Captain Scourge now. So we are going to use the soldier with the mace for 6 damage. Minus 2, that's 4 damage. So that's 20 total, 21. Man, can Zot somehow deal 7 damage? We're going to play Zot and give him the Talisman of Lightning. It allows us to play another hero, so let's roll 2 yellow dice against Captain Scourge. We need 2 4s, really. Oh, close. That's 6 damage. Again, he's got the double pierce. Splash doesn't do anything. So that's 25, 6, 7 damage. So I need Chronos here. To do 3 damage. It's got to be 4, actually, because he only has pierce 1. He's got to do 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6. 4. Oh, thank goodness. That will destroy Captain Scourge, and we didn't do enough damage to trigger his ability. So Captain Scourge is down. We still have to destroy the Miasma. And we need a few more points. So we're going to retire this soldier, Kronos the Time Mage, Zot the Wizard, and Fiona. So basically, even if we roll ones, let me discard these things. They're kind of in my way. So even if we roll ones, let's go ahead and retire. It should be enough to win. It's only got 4 left. All right, so it's 4. First roll. 1. I feel like the dice are going to be like that. 1. It's 2 rolls. I get 2 more. There we go. 15. Miasma is destroyed. There are no remaining cultists. Captain Scourge is destroyed. And that is a victory. Fiona ended up with level 2. Zot ended back down to level 1. Ah, it got scary in the end there. If any of them attacked, let's say Captain Scourge attacked, that too would have killed me. If the Miasma attacked, that too would have killed me. So that is Red Dragon Inn, Battle for Greyport. I really, really like this game. There are so many different heroes. Let me tell you about all the cool stuff. So there's probably like 10 or more heroes. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 heroes, maybe 16. They all have different abilities, unique abilities. I like their level progression. The only real problem I have with the game is I do think that there should have been one less acolyte / soldier per deck and just add one more item with 1 damage or anything. That would have made the first encounter, the first turn, feel a little better. And that's probably something I could experiment with. I can just grab a item from one of the other hero decks and swap it out and see how that works. And then the dice, I know dice will be dice, but those dice roll a lot of ones, like a lot. I've been playing this, all last weekend. I played it like 6 or 7 times, and they roll a lot of ones compared to the other values. A lot of ones. I like what they did with the reinforcements row as far as the expansions are concerned. So I didn't get just a bunch of other items and heroes and stuff. The only new heroes I got were the core heroes, like Fiona. So in the Pirates expansion, each primary hero also has a hero card. So this is Fiona's. And the reason she's out is because if you ever draw her, they say you can't have 2 heroes in one place. You can't be sporting yourself, so you pull them out. So I pulled Fiona out. But there's a card like that, a hero for each of the primary heroes. And so when I got the expansion, the only real additional hero cards I got were the heroes that came with the expansion. So it didn't like fatten the deck. There aren't like 6 boxes of cards or anything like that. I don't think I got any real new items. There may be a few here and there, but not a whole lot. I can't remember. It wasn't enough to make the original deck that much bigger. It did come with contraptions, which are items. I don't know how to use those yet. I didn't read the rules on them. None of these bosses or characters use the contraptions, so I wasn't worried about it. There's a ton of scenarios. There's a ton of bad guys. Fortunately, the scenarios all come kind of pre-made. So you choose a scenario and it already comes with the villain and the locations. So there's no random locations or mixing and matching villains with different things, which, kind of helps with the balance. And the game, I do feel, other than the first turn, is pretty well balanced. The first turn in the game just feels really bad because you deal almost no damage. But outside of that, yeah, I think it's really well balanced. The amount of damage you take, the amount of damage you deal. You do feel good when you attack. I get some of these like with Fiona, and I get the yellow and the green die, and I'm doing like 8 damage. It's like, man, that was great, and it just feels really good. I like the recruitment coins are very simple. They're the same, pretty much the same for every encounter. Start off with the 2 copper, 2 silver, and then go up from there. I think a lot of that, plus the enemies, makes playing two-handed very simple. I don't have to do a lot of work for the villains. There are a lot of keywords and effects to remember, and I apologize if I miss some of those. I'm looking over at that gunner in the raid 1, and I'm like, was I ever supposed to take damage from it? I'm going to review the video, and I'll throw that in the notes if I skipped over anything like that. Other than that, great game. I played it with the Wizard of Mo guys. They enjoyed it as well. Now that we know how to play it a little better, hopefully we can bring it back out. Have 4 heroes going, everybody fighting and assisting each other. So with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.